I had never heard of Toby the Pup before until I discovered the 1931 cartoon Halloween, and this caught my attention for two reasons. Well, the first reason is that I hadn't heard of the character, so I was really curious to find out more about him, and the second is that I love Halloween, I love spooky animations. I figured if I'm going to be introduced to this character, this is probably the best way for me to get to know him. And I rather enjoyed the cartoon. I haven't instantly felt like I want to go and rush and watch more Toby the Pup cartoons. He didn't seem that interesting compared to a lot of his contemporaries, but I quite liked it. It starts off with this Halloween party, and Toby, who is this little dog, black and white cartoon, is kissing all of these girls, which is very unusual. And they protest, and one girl kind of gets annoyed at him, and things seem to be going very peculiarly. There's a goat that's eating everything, including piano keys, and it gives us this wonderful bit of animation where Toby starts to play the goat, which sounds like that means something else. But he starts to play the piano on the goat, which I actually kind of enjoyed. I thought that actually worked very well. And then the mood changed and the real fun dropped because we have witches and ghosts and other ghastly, ghouly things that start to descend. And at that point, I really started to enjoy the animation. It is very well animated and very well edited. The pacing is very good. As I said, it starts off with Toby just kissing this line of girls against their wishes, which definitely was a very well, it was a very strong way to get me intrigued immediately. And it worked very well. I don't know that much about Toby the Pup still. It's a character, according to IMDb, created by Dick Huemer, Art Davis, and Sid Marcus. And he was in Mintz cartoons that were produced for RKO. And according to Wikipedia, there are 12 cartoons, but only 7 that actually still survive. So they weren't exactly preserved very well. And clearly, if there were only 12 of them, they weren't as successful as a lot of other cartoon characters. If you can recommend any other Toby the Pup cartoons, please feel free. I will certainly check them out at some point. At the moment, they're not at the top of my list, but I still enjoyed Halloween. If you like spooky animation, it's one that's worth checking out.